All right. Today I want to talk about the B-SAR. This is a bullpup SAR-12 project that was built on commission. A client came, said, "Hey, I like your bullpups. Can you make me a bullpup SAR-12?" I said, "Sure, let's give it a shot." And this has been an absolute blast of a project. So, basic configuration is that back here is a SAR-12C core bolt breech. And then I have created a new magwell, linkage arm, butt, rail cover, and a what I'm calling a grip rail that attaches to the M-LOK handguard with a spear gun trigger guard that the client sent me that is pretty awesome because it's very sturdy in a traditionally weak spot. And then pistol grip. It's a direct sliding linkage with a spring right at the trigger, which is on a guide rod. It's pretty cool. All right, for the other side, everything is held on with 2 screws and 2 pins. So I'm going to go ahead and start disassembly. And the first thing is magazine release. We found a problem with the first magazine that the client sent in. It was not feeding correctly. It was jamming, even just the follower with no rounds in it. So client sent in another mag, and the new SAR X mag seems to feed very well. There's direct breech access there, and actually an interesting feature of how the magazine sits, there's no room to put a divider between it. So this is actually the trigger bar right here that the linkage arms are pressing on. It's actually accessible if there's no magazine on. You can fire it from here. That's weird to me. All right, I'm gonna take this apart. Oh, and I should note, I believe this is a 14-inch Nemesis barrel. Okay. And off the 2 parts come. Now you can see the 2 guide rods. And then you've got the lower. So we'll push out 2 pins. After the first pin, the butt will slide off. Sorry about that. After the first pin, the butt will slide off. And after the second pin, the lower itself will come off. And that is the basic. Then we can pop this pin out and the bolt comes out. This is currently configured for a remote line for my testing. The client says they're going to mount a tank up front and run a line along the side. And that's going to be pretty cool. Here you can see the new trigger bar with wings. These are what the linkage arms are actually pressing on, which is actually in line with the valve on the SAR-12, and then it goes bang. Let's dive into this. This is attached with 2 M-LOK screws. Sorry, 3, I forgot about this model. This model has a rail up front because the client requested the ability to mount a tank. So it's actually attached to the rail frame grip. Okay, with those M-LOK nuts released, here's a basic non-modified handguard. And here is the trigger grouping right in here. The trigger's on a central rail, and then there's a wing to 2 linkage arms that are heat set into the trigger, and that pulls on it. Pull these 2 screws and kind of push this rod forward, and the trigger will come straight up, just lifts up. Not the best trigger, but it's not bad. And then the actual metal piece does come off with 4 screws, and the grip attaches with 1 Allen key through there. And that is the B-SAR. Thank you for watching.